I've decided to attempt another challenge. Now, it's not going to be my same Fiverr challenge that I have right here you can go check out, but instead of Fiverr, I'm going to do Upworks. Now, here are the rules to this challenge. I'm going to give myself 30 days. I'm not going to have any type of skills, and the goal is to get at least one prospect by the end of the month. My plot twist to this is that I'm going to reach out to clients outside of Upworks and within Upworks. Now, that might sound a bit confusing, but in order for you to actually understand this method, you're going to have to continue watching this video. And hopefully by the end of the video, you're going to leave down below that you have attempted this challenge and that you have got your first prospect on Upworks or outside of Upworks. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so this is week 1 of me creating my Upworks account. Now, I can go over how to sign up, but I feel like that's very self-explanatory and that I don't really need to guide you on that process. So basically the first week is me creating my Upworks account and finding my niche and then building out my, I guess, gig, or I don't know what they call it on Upworks, a project, I'm assuming. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we ran into this part here, which is, it says, I got it. Now add a title to tell the world what you do. So I'm assuming this is where you're going to be telling Upworks who are you basically dedicated to, as in what service are you going to be providing. Keep in mind, I'm doing a service that I've never done before. I'm not quite skilled in, so that's perfectly fine. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Fiverr.com. You don't have to create an account, but what you can do is start browsing different niches on Fiverr basically. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I want to really focus on local. These are the top gigs that pop up, and obviously I see a lot of SEOs, local SEOs, ranking. So I'm not going to make this super complicated, right? So I'm going to go and click on here, 14 orders in his inquiries. I can go back, check the UK location, even though I'm not specifically in the UK. Basically what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to see if SEOs is a big thing and a big deal. Obviously it is. So I'm not going to make this super complicated like I mentioned. I'm going to be doing SEOs, local SEOs. And as you can see, I just came up with that right off the bat. Let's go ahead and start this off. So instead of doing word for word, I will just do local SEO rankings. And the reason why I'm not just doing any type of broad SEOs is because I want to specifically dedicate myself to local businesses. If you don't have any experience, which I don't, I'm going to say nothing to add, check the box and keep going. All right, so now that we've gotten to this part of the video, it says to basically write a bio about yourself and explain all your skills. So I have a template within my Discord, which you can click down below, and if you go into the section that's called tools, I lay out a very well scripted description. I just made it super easy for you so that you can just plug and play, add your services, add the skills that you have. So everything is already there for you. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna paste it in there and then move on. All right, so we finished creating our Upworks account. I believe it's our profile we completed as well. Now that we've done this, I'm going to go ahead and basically tighten up my profile a bit. First of all, I believe my image needs to be a bit better, touch up on my description a bit, adjust my pricing. Actually, that's it for week 1. For week 2, we're going to go ahead and begin finding our prospects within Upworks, and I'm going to show you what I mean by getting clients outside of Upwork so that we can have a higher chance of getting them to work with us. So now that we have created an account, we need to figure out how we are going to price our services. I'm going to just sum this up because I talk about it quite a bit in my other videos. So what you're going to do is find the best freelancer or agency or whatever the case may be, and you're going to partner with them and tell them straight up that you're going to be bringing them clients and that you're going to pay them a percentage, but you're going to get another cut out of it. It's best to be upfront and honest with the person you're about to work with. You can go on interviews with them, you can set up Zoom meetings, you can actually talk to the person I want to try to keep this video super short, and I want to skip that part. You can go watch other videos of mine that discuss that, but for right now, the gist of it is you're going to go find a freelancer or agency or another person to do the work for you that has, of course, good reputation, good reviews on their own services that you're trying to sell to others. And then what you're going to do is just be super upfront with them. Let them know, hey, I'm going to bring clients to you, just letting you know ahead of time. Can we set up a meeting? Is this something you can do? Do you have enough in your workload? Is this going to be too much, too little for you? You have to discuss that with the person you decide to work with. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on to week 2. So this is now week 2. What we're about to do is actually reach out to clients within Upworks, and I'm going to be showing you what I meant by reaching out to them outside of Upworks. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm about to share my screen with you. Pay close attention to what I'm about to show you because it's going to absolutely blow your mind as to how easy this can be, and you could do this as well. All right, so I am about to basically find a job on Upworks. Now, my thinking behind this is to actually search for a proposal that mentions a domain name or an email. Not too sure how Upworks works, but my goal is to find a proposal that mentions at least their domain name so that I can reach out to them via email or by phone call. Let's go ahead and get into it. Because I am doing a local business and I am located in Houston, I'm going to just search up Houston local businesses and just see what pops up. If you are in a different state, country, whatever the case may be, I would recommend you just plug in your city here, your state, or whatever you think is best. I wouldn't just leave it super broad and just put local business, because unless you're able to find it, but I more so want to narrow down to actual local businesses that need help, more so brick and mortars. My thinking behind it is, of course, if they are uploading on Upworks, and if I was to message them on their email or call them directly, they are not so closed-minded. They're actually going to be more open-minded because I can just mention, hey, I see that you posted on Upworks. I actually wanted to contact you directly. Something of that nature is what I'm thinking of doing. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to really worry about the posted date. This client seems to spend a good amount on Upwork, so that's the cool part about Upworks, I guess. Mind you, I really have not used Upworks as a freelancer before, so this will be my first attempt. And SEOs is something that I don't personally do myself. So this one looks to be pretty, straightforward and to the point. So what I'm going to do is copy the domain and just open up to see how their website is looking. Okay, so it looks like they are a pretty sleek website. Basically, I can call them right now. Contact information. There it goes, the email, phone number, and where they are located. So everything is straightforward and to the point. And if I really wanted to take this to the next level, I could go up to the location if I really, really wanted to basically promote myself and get myself out there. Of course, you would want to talk to the actual owner of the company. You don't want to talk to maybe an assistant or anything like that. But what they're basically looking for is an SEO expert that can help me build backlinks and other SEO tools for our website. That's one prospect I can add to the list. So what you could do is you could save the job, or what I like to do is put it into a spreadsheet with all of the potential prospects. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to lay them all out. So for week 2, what I'm going to do is collect all these prospects, hopefully 10 to 15. And then by next week, I'm going to be calling all 15 or emailing all 15, like actually pushing and figuring out how I can get these clients to join me or pay for my services. So that's what we're basically going to do for week 2. I hope you're actually doing this with me, because it's crucial that we actually go out there and get our own prospects and take advantage of these freelancing websites that are giving us the ability to contact and communicate with our prospects. So basically what I'm doing here is copying and pasting the potential prospects. So I'm going to paste their website name. You can have this Excel sheet that I created. You can just join our Discord and you can see it in the free tools section. I will go ahead and explain this chart in another video, but this is just available to you now if you want something to keep everything organized. So it's basically collecting a whole bunch of different prospects. They're going to be added here, and then we're going to call them and see how it goes. All right, so I just reached out to all the Upwork prospects. I actually went in and sent I think they're called contracts. I'm going to wait and see if they respond. Hopefully, I'll just wait probably till tomorrow. If they don't respond, that's fine. I'm actually going to call them because I collected their email along with their phone numbers. We'll just go from there and see if we can get someone to work with us. All right, so I had to turn on the camera. Might look a bit tired. As you can see, it is 11:08 p.m. and I just got an email from a prospect that I reached out to a few days ago. Let me just show you. So they basically, I might not be able to show all information, but don't know why my camera's doing that. But they are basically wanting to set up a Zoom call with me to discuss how I can out with their business. So we're just gonna see how it goes. I'll probably set it for sometime next week so that I can potentially document this, and I'm hoping that it falls through perfectly, but I'm also not expecting too much from it. Not too familiar with Upworks. This is my first time doing it, and this is the method I took and the route I decided to take with it. Stay tuned, continue to watch, because honestly, I'm trying this out and it'd be great if you could attempt the same thing. All right, so I'm about to get on a call with the client in probably about 5 minutes. So I'm going to see if I can record at least some of the call. I'm not going to record everything, but hopefully the client agrees to work with me. So let's see. Alright, so this is quite common. They end up standing me up on Zoom call. So anything could have happened. They could have got busy. You know, stuff like that could have happened. So I'm going to reach back out to them and ask them, hey, I already tried to attend the Zoom call. Would you like to reschedule? And then I'm going to go back and actually follow up with the ones that I've already emailed, just so I can see if there's a potential before I actually call them. So I'm going to be basically reaching out 2 times, sending them the first email, which is me giving them a video of me explaining how I could help them and pointing out their flaws within their business, which was found on Upworks, which is what they're actually needing help with. And then secondly, if they don't respond, I'm going to be following up with just, you know, an email saying, hey, hope you've got my email. Let me know if you still want to get on the Zoom call. This option, you could just have text, or if you feel the need, you could actually send another video recording. And then last option is to call them and ask them, hey, did you receive my email that I've been sending you? If not, can you give it a look? You know, stuff like that. So we're just going to see if somebody will give us a chance. So here is the client that I was actually mentioning in a previous video, but they actually sent me a link to get on a call. So we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm going to record the process. I'm more so excited about the fact that we even got a potential client. Hopefully I don't get stood up again. So let's go ahead and see.
Too much for the rest of this call, but glad we could hop on the call.
Awesome, I can see you now.
All right, hey, it's working. That's a good sign for a Friday. Cool. Well, let me try to figure out what we're doing over here, what kind of a timeline it is that we're working on, and we'll keep following up on here, try to make something happen.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome, thanks.
No problem. It was nice talking to you, Anthony.
You too. Bye.
Okay. All right, so that call did not go as intended. I did not think I did that great. But to be honest, what I learned was that you need to be completely honest with your clients. If you don't know how to do a service, let them know straight up that you have a team that does it for you, so that any questions that they have, you can just refer it back to your team. And I didn't do that from the beginning. I kind of threw that in there as I was going. I also stuttered on the pricing, so I was gonna charge $350 a month, but I ended up saying $300, but that's okay. So I would be very surprised if this client actually agrees to work with me. In my opinion, how I rate myself is, would I work with myself based on that conversation? And I'm being honest, no. But I just wanted to share that I am really out here contacting clients, getting on calls, and it doesn't matter if I fail or what, but at the end of the day, I'm showing you exactly how you can get your first client. Now, as I was doing this, I realized that freelancers are not just freelancers. If you're a freelancer watching this, you're an agency. Because if you're doing the methods that I'm doing to get your first client or get other clients, you're outreaching and you're selling yourself. So you're basically an agency. You just haven't built a team behind it yet. You're a one-man team, which is perfectly fine. You can do that in the beginning, but as things go on, you're gonna build this skill set that other freelancers don't have, which is getting consistent clients, going out there and being effective and actually not relying on anyone to give you clients. You're actually going out there for yourself. So enough of that rant. I just wanted to say, to sum it up, we're going to see if this client even decides to work with us. I'll just hopefully show you the after results if we do have any. If not, then this video is probably gonna be a flop. All right, so I just wanted to quickly get on camera because I wanted to tell you that we did it. We actually got the client to agree to work with us on a monthly reoccurrence. As you've seen in the previous Zoom call we had, the client wanted help with SEO for his local business slash agency. And I kind of slipped up and fumbled $50 extra because I didn't mention $350. I accidentally said $300, but that is perfectly fine because, let me see if it's gonna focus. There you go. $300 every single month to get this client SEO results. Now, I am super happy that this actually worked, because if it worked for me, it could work for you. Now, the goal is for you at the end of this to not just consume this content, but to actually implement it. So I hope that this video has helped you out tremendously. I don't think anyone else is showing you how to do these things, at least not for free. But in my case, I enjoy showing and sharing different ways to make money online. And if you're a freelancer and you're having a hard time finding your first client, well, here you have it. You don't have to use Fiverr, or you don't have to cold call or email endlessly. You can actually go and use these platforms to your advantage and actually get your first prospect the right way. Once again, thank you for watching. Comment down below if this method has worked for you, or even if you have tried it in the past and it didn't work. Whatever the case is, let me know down below if this video helped you out.